Here's a video where I'm going to show you all 4 coil folds that I did for this loaf of sourdough bread. Why do we do coil folds? Well, in a yeasted bread recipe where the proofing time and the fermenting time is very short, we develop the gluten in the beginning by kneading the dough or mixing it in a mixer for a long time. Instead of doing that with sourdough bread, we do folds. When you stretch the gluten, it tightens up like a sea anemone that you poke, and then over the 45 minutes that you let it rest, it loosens up again so that you can stretch it again. Every time you do one of these folds, it strengthens the dough so that when you bake it and it has all of these cute little CO2 bubbles that the yeasties made, it can expand, fill with air, and then you have a nice, light, airy loaf that has holes in it versus dense and flat. If you overproof your dough, then that means that the gluten is starting to degrade, which means that the yeast and bacteria have eaten everything that they can that's nutritious, and now it's starting to degrade the gluten, which means that you'll get a flat loaf that doesn't have big holes anymore. I encourage you to do folds. You don't have to do that many, but what you should do is check out what works best for your flour and for the amount of water that you use in your recipe. Typically between 3 and 5 coil or stretch and folds are what you need. Hopefully this helps. You can always ask any questions in the comments if you want.